All right, a couple things at the end of chapter 10. Pretty sure Sin is going to do something crazy, like blow up freaking everything, a continent, who knows? But there is some serious energy packed within that kid. So who knows where that's going to go. Tavor, I guess I never really considered. I mean, I kind of did because she has this Odotarl sword. I considered that magic wouldn't, affect her as much, but I didn't also maybe consider that the influence on her decisions maybe wouldn't be as affected because of that sword, which makes it very interesting. It's kind of similar to Ganos and what he was having to the decisions he had to make about the crippled god being allowed into the deck of dragons. Um, and he had to make his own decision, and now I think Tavor has to as well. And uh, it's like she has compassion on the crippled god where no one else would, except for maybe like a Kovian or whatever. Um, but what the heck? We're gonna just release the crippled god and like he's just gonna be chill all of a sudden? Doesn't seem to make sense to me. Um, I think you gotta go to that heart and step on it, right? I don't know if I could have the same compassion for the guy who blew up Munug's balls. Even though I thought that, I did laugh about that, but it wasn't right. So that's the end of subbook 3. I guess I should also say, like the crippled god, his whole thing, and the whole thing with Malazan is as I don't know which word to use. I was about to say fetishized, but like as suffering has been kind of glorified in a way, it's like they have made the crippled god. And that's not exactly it, but it's like that's what he stands for in a sense. So if they can get rid of that part of suffering, um, maybe it'll have some sort of positive spin on it through Tavor, because she has suffered, and so many of these people have suffered in this series. But if she can just stand for something a little bit different during it or in spite of it, maybe that would mean something really cool. So I'm just trying to think of where that's going. But Tavor is super duper cool, and I think it's really neat that she's this unwitnessed one. First, I thought like, oh, she's whatever of shadow, but she would be unwitnessed because she of this Odotarl sword or whatever. Like, it's almost like she is a representation of the thing she wields in this whole game. So I don't know. That's how I see it. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Well, a whole bunch of stuff is. I'm thinking about this more. Like, the crippled god is going through some stuff, right? With this Forkle assail and what they are doing, leeching from the heart. Um, Maybe she would use that sword and just stab the heart, and that's the way to just end that. And that would be both a type of mercy, I guess, or seems like that's where it's going. Um, a lot to think about, but I mean, Tavor is the most interesting character right now, other than Perrin as well. But it's like it's shifted to Tavor. Even Shadowthrone and Perrin or Ganos are watching what Tavor's going to do, and those parents, holy smokes, that family, they've gone through everything. and there's been those three of them, and their parents died, right? I can't remember like what happened with that, but Felice thought Tavor like sold her out in cold blood and died thinking that. Ganos was obsessed with these bridge burners, and then got the chance to run the ship there and for a while, and didn't think he could. And even Tavor had these feelings of inadequacy, and man, they are the coolest. The Perrin family.